All right. Welcome back to my podcast. This is Aaliyah Brixton, and we are here with another Saucy'S Sunday. And guys, let me tell y'all, this Sunday was not a lot of stuff that really happened, but we are still going to get into just a little bit of what transpired. So this week, for our hot topics, we have the one, the only Little Dirk, who appears to have had been in an accident this past week after posting a photo to his Instagram showing a car that had flipped over that he had been photographed in just moments before, with the caption, "Live life, any day can be your last." Now, Bow Wow and Jermaine Dupri had a minor miscommunication with who created 106 in Park.
I created the show for Bow Wow. I was watching MTV, and MTV had TRL. And they was catering to NSYNC, and they was catering to Backstreet Boys, and anything white that was coming out that was pop, they was allowing these kids to scream and holler at them. And I'm like, yo, we don't have nothing for black people. Like, where's the black kids that love music?
JD means he saw an outlet where young blacks were not represented as opposed to their white counterparts with shows such as TRL. For those of you who did not know, that is Total Request Alive, which was a show back in the early 2000s that pretty much encapsulated like the entire pop industry. Like, ultimately think of TRL as like, if TRL was around in 2010 to 2012, that's where all the Bleepers and the One Directioner fans would have gone to see their favorite artists, of course, perform. But as I said, JD ultimately meant that he saw an outlet where young blacks were not represented and knew that his artists, i.e. at the time Little Bow Wow, would for sure be a great fit for something similar to TRL, but that, you know, was more similar to black culture. And this idea was pitched to BET. However, Bow Wow kind of took that and thought more so that JD was saying, in other words, that he was the person who started the 106 in Park franchise, which is not obviously what he meant. And rapper and friend to JD, The Brat, came out and shared a few words in support of JD. Also, the original creator of 106 in Park did come out and clarify that he indeed thinks that him and JD kind of just have a different direction on how 106 in Park was ultimately created, but he does not discredit the fact that Little Bow Wow or Bow Wow definitely did play a major role in allowing 106 in Park to be as creative as it is, and such a staple within the black community that it has become. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but Mr. Bishop Lamar Whitehead, the bishop that said he got robbed, y'all, yeah, he making headlines again because he was arrested for fraud, extortion, and making false statements. In other words, Trey Songz turned himself in for an altercation that allegedly occurred at a bowling alley in New York City. Now, guys, I don't know what happened, what went down, but this is what they're saying on the web. Okay? Now, in petty of all pettier news, we have Mr. London on the track himself, who is not only asking for child support from his baby mama Ebony, but he is also asking to have custody of their daughter, ultimately citing that the mother keeps the daughter in a emotionally and mentally unsafe environment. Now, Romeo is beefing with his dad, Master P. Now, do not ask me how this happened and or why it occurred. But the kids woke up today, y'all, and they chose violence, okay? Romeo got to Instagram and posted this to his Instagram page, ultimately stating something about him and his dad having some type of problem. Pictures are here for you guys to pause and read if you would like to. His father then responded back with a message of his own, which again, you guys can pause and read the message if you would like to. These posts were very long, so I'm not really gonna go into details and read everything because we will be here for a long time, child, okay? Now, the interesting thing about this to me is, for those of you who don't know, Romeo was on a show called Growing Up Hip Hop, which he was viewed by other cast members as someone who lived up his father's backside. Like, he basically did everything his daddy said. If daddy said jump, Romeo said how high. If daddy said bark, he say how loud. So to see him come out and speak this way is almost like insane to me. Basically what I'm gathering from the entire situation is that Ty, which is also known as Tatiana Miller, is the sister and daughter to the father and son duo. She was 29 years old. She recently passed away this May. Now, I'm not sure what caused her to pass away or anything like that. When you do look it up, it just cites the death as like unknown. And this is pretty much where all of this is stemming from now. A lot of people do know that sometimes when loved ones do pass away, there's a shift sort of in the family dynamic for whatever reason. And this is just what they're pretty much trying to cite as the reason as to why all of this is happening. Master P did get online and issue a public apology to Romeo. However, the video was about 3 minutes long, y'all, and I refuse to subject y'all to that. So I'm just not. If you guys do want to see the video, it's on the Shade Room. Y'all can look it up. But I'm not about to subject y'all to that. It does appear, however, that Romeo will be receiving his first paycheck from the brand Rap Snacks. Now, this is all based off of what Romeo said on his Instagram. And all of course, everything's going to be here as proof because I'm never going to come to y'all without the receipts. Period. So now, to tie off the biggest, like, pop culture or black culture thing that has been going on, y'all, for the last 2 years, to tie it all together, here are the last set of known facts that we have in regards to the Megan and Tory case. So they did attempt to use lyrics from Kelsey's Nicole's diss track to Megan in the trial. However, that went unprevailed. As they mentioned, she never said that she shot Megan or made any innuendos towards that, so doesn't really help. Now, there was an issue with juror number 39 in which she mentioned she was familiar with one of the parties in the case through Instagram, but she believed that she could remain fair and just. So nothing really happened with this juror. For those of you guys who don't know, pretty much when you're on the jury for something, you're supposed to be oblivious to what's going on. So like if you're kind of like hip to pop culture and they feel like you're going to be biased in regards to making a verdict, then ultimately you just can't serve as a juror because that's not what being on a jury is for. Now, another thing that was noted was that a juror was found to be in an elevator with Lanes and his PR team at some point during the trial. However, it is being said that no words were exchanged between anyone in the party. So that is really good. Now, unfortunately, if there was to be any type of discrepancy, the juror could then say like, oh my God, he tried to give me money, and now the juror is dismissed from the case because she's untrustworthy. Alrighty. So now a witness claims that they saw a man shoot the gun that fired the shot at Megan's foot. What witness? What witness, y'all? What witness? A witness named Sean Kelly. That is who said this. Sean Kelly is the witness. Okay? Now, the thing that threw me for the most loop during this later half of everything is the fact that Megan's former bodyguard or current bodyguard literally went missing just the day before he was expected to take the stand, and right before the verdict he turned himself in. That's not weird to y'all? Okay. Now, dun 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 dun. Y'all, this case literally went in the complete opposite direction that I saw it going in. I genuinely thought that this case was going to be a mistrial due to inconclusive evidence, whatever the case may have been. But no. They found Tory Lanez guilty on all charges, and he was sent to jail immediately and will be awaiting his sentences, which is not set to be done until January 27th. So, Tory Lanez and his pushback hairline will be sitting in jail for about a month until he can get his sentencing, period. Now, Tory's parents are going ham on Jay-Z and Beyonce. What does Jay-Z and Beyonce have anything to do with this? Like, I don't know why they were yelling Rock Nation. I don't know if it's because all of this started with the Rock Nation brunch. Somebody said that they were saying stuff along the lines of like, it's because he's an independent artist and they're out to attack independent artists, and I'm just like, why do y'all think that? Do you know, like, why do y'all think that? The other thing that lost me was that they were calling this the worst injustice that the nation had seen. Trayvon Martin, no, all of the unarmed, young, elder, old black men that were like, Rodney King, no, is that not are those not like one of the more worst forms of injustice? Like, I don't know. And I have to say this again. What the hell does Jay-Z and Beyonce have to do with anything? I truly don't get it. If somebody could comment down below and tell me what they have to do with this, I really want to know. Like, I thought J and B be minding their business, but I guess not. Like, I guess they're in the mix. Okay? I guess they are in the mix. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much all that I have for you guys today for Saucy's Sunday. You guys comment down below. Let me know what you think about any of these situations that was mentioned. Hopefully next week we do have a little bit more tea to give. If not, then I guess we'll probably just skip it because I don't want to give you guys dried up tea or anything like that. But yeah, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you.